I've seen that the association has just really become a powerhouse to be reckoned with, that, they have done such a good job with communication and getting, their name out there so that people understand how large the apartment industry is and what our reach is and how many people work in the apartment industry.
The association has changed pretty dramatically. I think, when I think back in the beginning, yes, the association was there. Yes, we knew who they were, but I don't think that they had the impact on our industry as a whole, meaning the legislative portion of it. They have a seat at the table, I think, now because of their efforts and how much they're reaching out. And, they're getting a phone call today where maybe they weren't getting a phone call 10 years ago to, hey, we're going to roll this program out. We want to get your take on it. And it actually makes a big difference.
Public relations is very important. And it was very important to the association members that the public see the members as having white hats instead of black hats, so to speak.
People come to the Florida Apartment Association and they look to us for opinions and how we're doing things in other states, and on the national level, we'll try to emulate that or bring some of that back to use it in their own way.
As FAA has grown, the affiliate network has grown with it. And I think a big part of that is we've all grown together, but we have a much more cohesive network. We have, we're able to collaborate more frequently. I feel like even after the pandemic that's been increased as well. And all of that benefits our members. Our programming gets better. We're able to share resources, and I think that's really invaluable for both us as affiliate staff and for the members.
My first FAA meeting was early on in my career, and it was very small at that time. Pat Crow-Siegel was the executive director, and we were actually meeting in an apartment community on Weimar Road in Altamont Springs. And she impressed me so much because she was so knowledgeable about the industry. And I wanted to know more about the industry so I would know what I was selling.
Pat was a very independent person, very professional. When you did something right, she let you know. And when you did something wrong, she'd let you know that too.
The association has done a tremendous job over the years, every year working very, very hard to make sure that they're hitting the key points and topics that will pique the attendees' interest. They arrange it at locations that are somewhat of a reward for the staff that we bring. It's just you can't say enough about education. You have to continue to learn to live.
FAA's helped me with many things, really, with confidence greatly. I went through the Leadership Lyceum program. It's eye-opening, really. It really teaches you how a board is run and how you're supposed to do it and what to say and how to say it.
In 2005, FAA began considering our role as a state association. One of those most important functions is government affairs and advocacy for the apartment industry. So the leaders at that time, I think, were very visionary in determining that they needed a government affairs director, someone to coordinate all of the advocacy efforts. And so they came to me and offered me the position.
We helped to craft the language that was adopted legislatively. So we've been a large part of being able to help craft some things, and it doesn't seem like big things, but they make a difference.
A great memory that I have from my time as president with the Florida Apartment Association is the opportunity to meet with Governor Christ on one of the major bills that we were doing at the time, and it was the early termination bill to allow 60-day notice provisions in the leases, which benefited both the industry and the residents. And it took us a couple of years to get it passed, but during my presidency, we were able to get that done. And that's memorable to me because it's still in the state lease today, and it's still benefiting our association, our members, but also the residents as well.
I was fortunate enough to be able to participate in legislative days through going with a group from our local association, AAGO, and did that for quite a few years. And, I always loved it because I didn't know that much about politics when I started. And it was fascinating. It was fascinating to see how things are done and sometimes how things are not done.
The very first time I went to legislative days, I was just in awe. I couldn't believe we really had this kind of access to our decision makers, and that we could actually walk up and share our ideas and ask for their assistance in things we need for our industry. So it was very eye-opening, and I really felt like I was a part of something big.
One of my favorite memories of the Florida Apartment Association is a woman by the name of Nan Cavaretta. Nan had a lasting impact on me and so many members of this industry. She gave her heart and soul, mind and body to this industry, teaching and leading and influencing. And when she passed, I had just joined the executive committee, and we started a scholarship fund in her name because I knew that that was something that would keep her name going on.
This organization has grown, it has tremendous outreach, and it has lately, within the past few years, I think it has finally gotten the attention of our elected officials, of the type of support that we wield through our membership.
And there's so many wonderful opportunities with FAA, resources, networking, development, education, and to really see where it was when I first started in 1985 to where we are today in 2021 really is, I'm just so proud to be a part of the association.
Happy 50th, FAA.
Wish you all the best of luck, and thank you all for all that you've done for the industry.
Feliz aniversario, FAA. Mucha suerte en los próximos 50 años.
I'd like to say happy birthday and happy anniversary to FAA. They have led the industry for the last 50 years, made us all more professional, raised the level of property management services throughout the state. So here's to you, FAA, and all of the great work you've done for all of us. Happy birthday.